We are in the peak time for tornadoes, and the latest severe weather season may set records for the number of lives claimed by them. So far this year, nearly 100 people across the country have died in the wake of twisters, the highest number of deaths since 130 people died from tornadoes in 1998. While many, wisely, run from tornadoes, a team of Colorado scientists is helping storm chasers who are hoping to get into the heart of a twister. 9 News reporter Ton Trung joins us now with more on what's being called the Tornado Intercept Vehicle. And Ton, the storm chasers' lives and livelihoods depend on this vehicle.
That's for sure, Bob. What you're about to see is a mix of metal and man-made engineering. Its sole purpose is to capture nature's raw and destructive power, and it certainly captures a lot of attention along the way.
I think it's pretty scary looking. It's pretty freaky.
The guys who built the 16,500-pound
This thing is a freaking animal.
TIV-2 made it to be agile, but when it's on the road, it can't get around the rubberneckers.
I get a lot of people that pull up next to me on the interstate when I'm doing 80 mile an hour, and they're trying to get their camera phone out the window and not die while they're going down the interstate.
This is it?
Yeah.
The second version of the Tornado Intercept vehicle boasts bulletproof windows, an armored chassis, and a supercharged diesel engine strong enough to make this a 10-wheel drive metal monster.
After 4 or 5 years of chasing, I really wanted to get closer to the action.
Sean Casey is a storm-chasing film producer. He's spending some of his own money to transform what used to be a Dodge truck into a vehicle sturdy enough to withstand a tornado, all for what he calls the shot.
And so we want to get the shot that no one has gotten before, and that's a tornado coming directly at us and impacting us.
That's what this turret is for. If all goes well, Casey hopes to be inside it with an IMAX camera to capture the tornado as it passes over the TIV. But to make sure the intense winds don't pick up or pummel the TIV, it has a special design that will anchor it.
All these flaps, all these panels are hydraulically driven. So when it's time to intercept, all these panels fold to the ground.
Casey needs to get the shot to get the necessary funding for an IMAX documentary on severe weather. It's a shot that's eluded him for 5 years.
Even though we've been in 7 tornadoes with this vehicle, you know, those tornadoes were too weak, or they happened at night, and there was always something wrong.
Casey is sitting in TIV-1. He says the older model had a serious drawback.
The old vehicle was 2-wheel drive. So whenever we'd go down a dirt road trying to get closer to a tornado, that thing would get stuck in the mud, and we'd be done for the day.
For Casey, it's all about movie making.
Okay.
But for Joshua Werman, he's chasing storms for the sake of science.
The goal is to understand the differences between thunderstorms that make strong tornadoes and the ones that don't.
Werman is with the Center for Severe Weather Research in Boulder. He's hoping that along with these mobile pods, the TIV will help gather data on a tornado's most destructive and least understood section, the lower 30 feet.
By understanding the strong winds inside the tornado, we can learn better how tornadoes do damage. Just how strong are the winds in the strongest tornadoes? How do they relate to the types of damage that occur, so we can build better structures in the future that are better able to resist tornado damage so that people don't die inside them when a violent tornado hits.
With a stronger TIV, Casey is confident that he'll one day catch what he and scientists have been chasing for so long.
I want people to be at the point-blank range so that they can see the power and the intensity and just the beauty of these tornadoes.
And to help the TIV safely navigate, Werman will operate a mobile Doppler radar from a separate truck. He'll help the TIV get into a tornado's path, and Werman says perhaps more importantly, when to get out of its way. He says this is not an amateur operation, and anyone thinking of doing something like this, Bob, probably has a death wish.
You are the master of understatement, Tom. Thank you for that. Storm chasers will be in pursuit of tornadoes until late June. Latest word is that TIV-2 is going through more fine-tuning, and the storm chasers have used the first vehicle while those upgrades are being made.